gücü bu. Tabii ki bir farklımıza güçlünün yanındayız. Dümenden deneyelim.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. At the end of the night, one team's going to lift the Lombardi Trophy. Who will it be? Thanks for joining us one last time for the season. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Greg, the big question. AFC champs, the Chiefs try to be the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. What do they need to do to make it happen?
Well, I think the biggest thing in their favor, Mike, is the fact that this is not going to be a stage that's unfamiliar to them. This is something that has really become the expectation around Kansas City at the start of every single season. And you find yourselves as back-to-back Super Bowl champs, and you come in looking to make it 3. If they don't pull it out today, it's not going to be for lack of experience.
Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. He'll get on the football and spike it here. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A tight end in motion now. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll take off again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Hurts now. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And this play going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. Now, fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this. Oh! On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. And go down as an incompletion. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's Matt Ariza now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
Certainly not the most creative way to pick up the 1st down, but Mike, no less effective. The offense gets to come back and maintain possession, and as the special team unit comes off the field, they did their job.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning up.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This one popped in the air and intercepted to the 20.
Offside. Defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Philadelphia. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Hurts will try it again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and we got some big plays in their future. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 6-3 lead. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now as as this one is in the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. Down to the 10. And he will score. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. The Chiefs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. He's going to have the 1st down and more. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He is in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in. stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A run with Barkley. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Hurts now. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now Hurts. Cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Has some room inside the 30. A big play here in the big game. 41 yards.
Yards on the play. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. 2 minutes to play in Super Bowl 59. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. On second down, Hurts. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts to throw. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Once again, it's Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And this not going to work at all. He'll dive, get what he can. We're going to lose yardage on this play. 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And the defense has it. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hurts. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season.
Sevdim. Hadi başla.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. The action is only moments away under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
He'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we hit...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one finds Kelsey at the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10, Minshew. And no luck there, that throw falls to the ground.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Bails out of the pocket. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. What an incredible drive they had authored, Brock. But all that progress, pardon the pun here, just fumbled away.
I couldn't say it better myself.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And they fake the spike, they're gonna throw it. And that one falls incomplete, an unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They've got a man in motion. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A handoff for Madison, running left. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Madison again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Out of the gun, Minshew. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your elements.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And now it's 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Pacheco hauls it in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Madison. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Minshew working from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Minshew. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Pulled in at the 20. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's got it deep downfield. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Kick taken in here at the 17. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Forced, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Dump off caught by his back.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Completes this one to Rice. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. First, time for our EA Sports.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts from the 16. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. It's Pacheco again. Has another lane. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. And they send a man in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Butker to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one.
The kick is good. That's the score.
Free kick out of
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The quarterback keeps it on the option. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Raiders' 49-yard line. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco, ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal. Conversion is no good on the fake extra point. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Complete to Bob Pollard. A gain of yards. And the Las Vegas first down.